think I wasn't gonna get at you from the inside?
He has reached out to a witness, an alleged participant in multiple freak-offs.
Then why Oprah staying quiet? Why Ellen moving to another country?
And he's asking people to intimidate witnesses or pay people off.
Don't be shocked if nobody show up to testify.
Defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony helpful to his defense.
New York is having a problem with leaks in this Diddy case, with alleged video of the court hearings already on the internet and leaked phone calls where he's calling witnesses things are getting out of control. And you won't believe what he says on these calls recently. The DA released that Diddy was contacting witnesses from jail, and they were saying this is the reason that he shouldn't get bail. He was using other inmates' phone calls to three-way people who would then call the witnesses. And that's who he spoke to over the phone. There's legal documents that back up everything they said about how Diddy runs the jail, and he gets in as to do whatever he wants. Also, in a weird turn of events, the DA who brought these charges against Diddy is suddenly resigning from his position during the biggest case of his career. And that is strange. I don't know if Diddy got to him or threatened his family, or what would make him step down, but this case just keeps getting weirder and crazier. So let's break down this insane phone call that we found online and see if we can figure out what he's saying and who he's talking to. Legal disclaimer, people, I'm just a guy that reacts to stuff I find on the internet, so as of right now everything is rumors, gossip, or opinions of others until verified to be real. So legally everything in this video is just alleged.
Are you surprised to hear from me?
No. What's going on?
You think I wasn't gonna get at you from the inside? I think you know me a little better than that.
We can't be talking right now, love.
Not exactly sure who he's called, but the DA said he was using other inmates' phone codes and calling people who were not on his list of allowed contacts, so he's clearly not caring what the rules of the prison are at this point. He wanted to talk to this person regardless.
With all due respect, my brother, how is your wife doing? I heard she's spending a lot of time on the farm, and she loves talking to a pig. I told you when I went on this little road trip, I wasn't going to invite you, but I could change my mind. You understand?
Now Diddy's talking in code right here, but he mentions the word pigs, which we all know is code word for cops, and in court documents they stated this while at the MDC. The defendant has instructed family members and third parties to contact multiple potential victims and witnesses. The defendant has provided these instructions to others by using unauthorized means of communication, which as described above are difficult to monitor and often using coded language. Diddy also states taking a road trip, which I'm thinking is him being arrested, and that he could invite this guy on the trip, so saying like I could snitch on you and bring you if I want to.
Listen, everything all good. We just can't talk right now.
Now how about I just talk and you listen? You told me the storm would just come and go if I lay down and stay quiet, but the weather seemed to be getting worse. You know, I could be catching a cold, so I need to make sure you send me some vitamin E and my special case cereal.
So the code talk continues, and he's talking about weathering the storm, and if he's laid quiet it would all just go away. I'm assuming he's talking about the trial. If he doesn't snitch on anyone above him, then they'll make the trial go away if he stays quiet. Even Diddy's lawyers are frustrated with him because he keeps breaking the rules behind their back and making things difficult for them, trying to get him bail, not to mention the fact that the judge even mentioned that the lawyers are lying for Diddy and making them contact people that are not on his approved list.
The defendant also frequently instructs individuals who he contacts by telephone, including family members and his attorneys, to add other individuals via three-way call. So you trying to say his attorneys is calling three-way too?
Now I did see the dimension that Diddy made a post on his IG that tried to make him look real good. His entire team actually advised him against doing this, but again Diddy went against his lawyers and frustrated them by doing it anyway.
Yo, relax. Some things fell through, but everything will be back up soon. Just keep calling your family. You'll be with them soon.
Oh, I'm doing the same thing for Thanksgiving. Make sure you send it straight to the Shade Room and TMZ. Make me look like a good father, and all I need is one juror to be on my side, and this case is over.
Now, I'm not going to lie, the video is kind of cute with the kids, but I don't see how that would make a juror think, oh yeah, he's not guilty because his kids are cute. Like, it just doesn't really make sense. On the other hand, if he's trying to make efforts to reach out to other online publications to post this stuff to make him look good, it just doesn't look good if you're doing this from the inside. He mentions the movie Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, which that movie is about going into private elite parties where everybody's wearing masks and hooking up with each other. They're doing rituals on people, and it's actually really close to what people are saying happens at Diddy's freak-off parties. We know police have recovered plenty of freak-off vibe tapes and even interviewed people that they saw on the tapes to find out all the details of what happens. And we don't know which celebrities they've interviewed specifically, but we do know there's plenty of celebrity-filled tapes that are being sold behind closed doors right now because lawyers came out on national TV talk about it. We've seen people talk about seeing the tape with him and GLO Justin Bieber, and who knows who else is on there.
So, make sure that Amazon deliveries get back on schedule, then there won't be no need for us to talk.
Just chill out, Puff. I told you I'ma get it done.
You know, I've been thinking about watching a movie lately. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. Have you seen it? It's got a real famous celebrity in there, don't it?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. What's your point?
Is that who it is? Man, I thought it was a different celebrity. I guess it might have been a different movie. You know, I got a lot of movies on my mind sometimes, and I get the actors confused. Some of these actors are so good, they act like they don't even know they're being recorded. Your wife did a few movies.
Here I think it's pretty clear D is referencing how none of his friends that he was close to have even spoken up about him, which is kind of crazy. Even when asked about it in person, those like Kevin Hart, Rihanna, people who've been to all his parties have all stayed quiet.
Okay, when you hosted for Diddy, did you catch any baby oil?
You'll see, when I hosted for Diddy, you asking the wrong person the wrong question. Rihanna, did you attend any of P. Diddy's parties? Were you involved in any of the freak-off?
Comments about P. Diddy, the allegations?
Well, don't lean. You don't need to speak out against this Diddy thing. What's your take now? John, you made a statement about Diddy. What? Jason, hey, my man, do you have any reaction to the Diddy scandal? Any reaction? No reaction? How's everything going? Everything good, man. Is Hollywood going to survive this Diddy thing? Like, we're worried. Will you respond? She wants to respond. Look at it. I want to ask about the Diddy scandal. Have you ever heard of anything such?
No.
Go. No? Is the Baldwin family at all concerned about Justin Bieber with this P. Diddy thing?
Now one could say that he has them on tapes, and that's why they're all quiet, because how hard would it be to say, I have nothing to do with this Diddy case. I didn't go any parties or do anything wrong. He'll have his day in court to prove he's innocent. I'm not involved in any way. I don't think that's that difficult, especially with how media trained all these celebrities are.
Let's make sure they keep it that way.
Man, what's the point of this? I told you everything straight.
Good. And make sure you keep the worm food away from my house while I'm gone. It gets messy. Too many insects start digging around. Remember when I cleaned up the worm food around your house? I kept a sample in case you need it.
I don't know what worm food is code for, but Diddy's obviously using this saying that he has blackmail, and that he will use it if need be in a threatening manner, which happens to be what the DA shared as proof during the bail hearing, that Cassie presented text messages showing that Diddy threatened to release freak-off tapes of her if she didn't do what he asked.
Kept a sample in case you need it.
Listen, don't push your limits, Puff. I ain't the one to play with. You in there, and I'm out here.
Oh, and don't have another Kit Kat. It's bad for you. She made me gain weight. And get folks on board again. Make them pull some strings again, or else.
Diddy keeps pushing forward, and he says something in The Coward saying that Kit Kat, she made him gain weight, so Kit Kat is definitely a word for a person. And it's a woman, obviously, because he called her a she. He also mentions the number 44 to pull some strings. And that makes sense if you think Barack Obama was the 44th president. And you know Suge Knight actually made a comment that him and Diddy had deals before to get his friends out of prison.
Yeah, he got powerful people. One of his partners who started his company with money, President Obama, got him out of prison. So it's not like he don't have no move.
Did has just been too confident even from prison. And that's what the DA has been saying through their paperwork. He continues to break the rules consistently to his advantage, not worrying about what anybody will say, because he believes he's above the law and the rules don't apply to him.
First of all, Puff, you need to watch your mouth. You know who you talking to? Second of all, this the that got you in the first place. You always think that you're bigger than what you really are. You need to stop trying to bite the hand that feeds you, and you wouldn't be in this position. And you don't got what you think you got.
See, this made me think of before any of this started, which was what rumors say began Diddy's downfall, and that's when he decided to sue Dio, one of the biggest liquor brands in the world, who owns Skik and Dian, and paid him a yearly salary to promote their products, but Diddy wanted ownership, and as soon as he opened the lawsuit against them, all these problems started to mount on him. I think that he just thought and still thinks he has so much power because he has so many big-name people on cameras doing things at his parties. But so did Jeffrey Epstein. He had many huge names taking plane rides to his island, where there were also cameras everywhere. Somehow nobody ever saw those tapes, and he ended up offing himself before his trial started, and the prison cameras just happened to accidentally turn off during the moment that this happened. Then they came back later. I'll let you do the math on that one.
You don't got what you think you got.
Okay, you getting all fired up. I like that, Daddy. It's all love. But if I don't got what I think I got, then why Oprah staying quiet? Why Ellen moving to another country? Why Leo been in Fiji for months? When I get this bail though, this case going away. I don't need no phone. I don't need no internet. I'll send a letter on a fucking bird. You already ruined my fucking name. And you know what that means? You're going up against somebody who got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Now Diddy goes off right here on this part of the alleged recording, and I don't know how much truth there is to this. I did read that Ellen left the country, and they're trying to say that she left because of Trump. But she apparently had moved out there months before, so I don't know if this is connected to Diddy, her relationship with him. It was a long way back now. There was another phone call. If you guys want me to go back and get it, I'll scroll through Twitter, see if I can find it, leave me a comment, and we'll go over the phone calls again. People, just reminding you, everything in this video is just alleged rumors and gossip. Let me know what you guys think. Is it real? Is it not? Is it AI? I'm here for it. Let's talk about in the comments. And I'll see you tomorrow for another video. And thanks for watching Celebrity Spill, guys. Love you all.